Some people living at an assisted and independent living complex in Omaha say they're fed up after being told they're in for a big rent increase. The increases are 25, 30, and even 63%. 6 News is on your side to see what's behind the big spike.
Joan Waskowitz has lived at Keystone Villa's independent living section for 2 years. But now she's not sure what to do after management sent her a notice on December 9th stating her rent would be going up starting February 1st.
They're raising my rent from $618 to $770. That's a 25% raise.
But she's not the only one. More than a dozen residents from assisted and independent shared the same frustration at the complex west of 72nd and Military Avenue.
$869.
And then it jumped to, we haven't paid it yet, but the next payment, if we're going to make the payment, would be $1,100.
Many of the residents are on Social Security and some are on disability, making it tough for them to pick up and go anywhere. They also pay month to month, and some say they haven't signed a lease since they first moved here.
I asked if it could be negotiated down, but she said it's not negotiable.
We asked Keystone Villas what's behind the rent increase. In a written response, the executive director explains the increase followed a detailed analysis of the rents currently being paid as compared to the costs of maintaining the individual apartments, the services to those apartments, and the shared common area. The statement goes on to say the operators performed a market analysis of similar rental properties in the area that provide the same or similar services and residential options. And based on this review, they thought the rate increase was appropriate. The notice residents received didn't explain any of that. So when they asked about the increase, they say they received different answers.
She said because of the cost of living and COVID.
The person that I talked to said it's because of the raise in Social Security. That's the reason why they increased.
And they're wondering what they're getting for their money.
They have not maintained the premises like they should. The carpeting out here has not been vacuumed for 3 weeks.
With bed bugs and cockroaches. I've got a sink in my kitchen that's been stopped up for 2 weeks, and I told them about it, and I put in 3 work orders and to have it fixed, and no one's been up to fix it.
But ever since I moved in, I was like, can we come shampoo my carpet? And I kept getting the, oh, we're working on it, and
Till you can put in work orders and say, oh yeah, we got it, we'll be over to take care of it right away. And you never see them.
Never.
Keystone says it has not left any requests unanswered, and that it's also undergoing a complete renovation of the units, which they say started in November. What's also leaving residents confused is how much each rent increase varies from tenant to tenant. These notices are from 2 different residents. One is seeing a 30% increase in their rent, and the other is seeing a 63% increase. Keystone Management says this was based on the prior rent being paid on and the amount needed to bridge to the new based rent for each unit. So the question is, can a landlord raise the rent as much as they want? Well, in Nebraska, the answer is yes. There's no state law that puts a cap on how much a landlord can increase the rent. And the Fair Housing Center tells me as long as they have proper notice, there aren't any protections for residents. Right now, residents like Joan are worried they'll be evicted.
For me, it's impossible to do. I have a loan I have to pay off. I can't pay. If I pay off this loan and pay off the rent, I cannot buy food.
I just feel that they're taking advantage of us.
On your side in Omaha, Aaron Hartley, 6 News.
And many of the residents tell 6 News they were advised to apply for the Section 8 voucher program, but the wait list can be long. We asked Keystone Villas management if they're accepting vouchers, and we did not receive an answer to that question.